Many people talk about awakening and how to experience it, but what does it actually mean? It's kind of a hard question if you think about it, because if you ask different people what awakening truly means to them, they all will undoubtedly give you a slightly different answer. They will give you the answer that they believe awakening to be. But rather than trying to understand it with your mind, awakening is something that is experienced with your heart. It is something that is felt with your soul, the part of you that is buried deep beneath this body. For example, if you have never tasted an apple before, I can give you a million adjectives to describe what an apple tastes like. I can say it's juicy, I can say it's tender, I can say it's crisp, but until you actually take a bite out of that apple, you will never know what it is truly like. Similarly, you can read all the books in the world and listen to every spiritual teacher or guru, but until you walk the path of awakening yourself, you will never understand or appreciate what it truly means. This has to start with your own curiosity and interest. Clearly, you must be interested in experiencing some sort of a spiritual awakening. Otherwise, you probably would not be watching this video right now. So you're on the right track. And rather than giving you some cookie cutter view of awakening, I want you to discover and experience your own awakening. I want you to feel what it is truly like to be awake. And I want you to be your own guru and guide, even if you learn and grow with the help of others. I want you to venture so deep into your soul that you one day discover your truth. And last but not least, I want you to melt in silence and feel the energy of who you really are. Because that is the only way you will come to know your true self and essence. That is the only way you will actually awaken. As Rumi said, it's your road and yours alone. Others may walk it with you, but no one can walk it for you. No one can undergo your awakening journey except yourself. And I know that can sound a bit daunting and intimidating. You must think, wow, this must be a very lonely journey. And it is. You might have some doubts and think that you've done so many bad things in your life and that you're not worthy of awakening. You might ask, does God love me? Will I actually be able to carry out the necessary steps to achieve awakening? And if I do, will it have all been worth it? These questions in your mind are nothing but distractions. They are distractions created by your ego or false self that doesn't want you to awaken. Instead, the ego wants you to stay asleep and in love with this temporary existence, with this facade that you have put up in front of you and in front of others. But there is nothing to fear, question, or doubt here. Trust your soul and the guidance it is giving you. Know that God is always watching and helping if you truly seek for it. When you get past this stage of self-doubt and fear, then you can begin your own spiritual awakening journey. Now, I call it a journey because it's something that spans your entire life. It's not something that happens just for a few days, months, or years. You don't just live your normal life, become awakened, and then live a normal life again. Your entire life is the process of awakening, whether you realize it or not. So don't focus too much on getting to a particular state. Focus instead on the process, the journey, the evolution. If you're just focused on reaching the end and achieving some sort of a goal, then you will miss the all-important present moment. And sadly, this is something that is so easy to forget or ignore. You have to be present on this journey, fully present. You have to be aware as much as you can and live in what is unfolding now rather than what unfolded in the past or what may unfold in the future. Now, that doesn't mean you can't reap the rewards or benefits of awakening if you solely focus on the now. There is a reward to being present. And that's because awakening is like a spectrum with varying degrees or levels rather than some sort of a black and white binary event. There really is no hard line in the sand that we need to cross to say that we are awakened. We can awaken every moment of our life in even the smallest increments possible. So instead of thinking or imagining some perfect and final state that you have to reach, or instead of trying to become like someone who already has awakened, whether it's someone you know or someone like Jesus or Buddha, put all of your attention and awareness to the only moment that ever matters, now. And how can you connect more with the now? How can you silence or calm the restless mind that is constantly thinking about the past and future? Because ultimately, it's your journey and yours alone. And the answer is a bit of trial and error. We all gravitate toward different activities, rituals, or practices to help us center ourselves and travel within. For me, it's poetry, prayer, meditation, and being in nature. For someone else, it might be art or music. For you, it might be some other creative or spiritual activity. I don't want you to feel that you are boxed into a certain way or path to awaken. Do what feels right to you. Do what speaks to you at a very deep and almost visceral level. For many, this inexplicable feeling occurs when you are in the flow, or in a state where you feel timeless or placeless. You are just flowing. You are in Wu Wei, as the Taoist teaching goes. When you can flow and not be tied down to the chains of thinking, you are connecting with your truest and highest self. Everything else is just your mind trying to narrate, label, and categorize everything. It's not true reality. So when you find those activities or practices that really pull you in, try to spend more time with them. Don't spend all of your time on the people and things that drain your energy. We all have been there before. Rather, give more time to yourself and to what or whom can actually help you awaken. The more you can pull away from the crowds and the noise surrounding you, the more you can slide into the silent and peaceful stillness within you. This is where awakening lives. And the more you experience and feel the joy and peace of this divine state, the more you will crave to return back to it as much as you can. Once you build that muscle memory, even if life pulls you in completely different directions, you will still have that connection to your soul within. Nothing can disturb that connection. Even if you experience a terrible tragedy, encounter a significant change in your life, or lose hope along the way, that connection that you have established before will guide you back to where, and more importantly, who you need to be. So I hope this video provided some clarity as to what awakening looks and feels like, but more importantly, how you can experience your own awakening. As I mentioned, everyone will experience it somewhat differently. We all will have a different version to tell. But the end result, if I can call it that, is all the same. You are returning to your true self or essence. You are returning to your one and only home. You are returning to God. And if you like this video and want to incorporate other videos like this into your spiritual practice, then please don't hesitate to explore some of the other videos on this channel for more spiritual teachings and also inspirational poems that can help you awaken. If you have any questions or are looking for any type of support of any kind, please feel free to drop a comment below or to reach out to me directly, and I will try to help as best I can. We have a growing community here, and I'm sure we'd all love to hear the ways that we can help. But I just want to commend you for taking this path and wanting to awaken. I myself am just at the earliest stages of this journey, but I can tell you that it's been a very beautiful and rewarding journey so far. I can't wait to see what happens going forward. I can't even imagine my life without it, and I can only encourage you to experience all of this for yourself. So thank you again for watching, and I wish you the best in traveling this beautiful and peaceful path.